The following is a conversation between Matías De Stefano, referred to as me, and his higher self, referred to as I am. The date is April 13th, 2021, and the subject is the emotional aspect of the throat chakra in the sign of Aries. Release. I am. How are you feeling today? Me. After yesterday, today I woke up before the alarm clock went off. I got up and went to the gym. Yes, I ordered. I went to the pyramid, and since Ramadan started today, there was no one there. I was calm, in silence, and still I had the feeling that I was missing something. I am. What? Me. Scream. I needed to scream something. I am. And why haven't you done it? Me. There was no reason. I am. Are you sure? Me. Well, I guess I can't find a reason. I am. Do I list them? 1. Since August 2015, when you planned the YOSOY trip, and 1 month before starting it, in June 2020, all your plans were cancelled. 2. You felt betrayed by several friends in recent years. 3. You felt cheated by your family and you never said anything. 4. You set aside movie contracts for lies. 5. You fell head over heels in love and got your heart broken 2 times in no time. 6. Many things about certain people bother you, and instead of setting limits, you say yes to everything. Shall I continue? Me. Thanks. I am. Why do you refuse to release? Me. I release? I am. No, you forgive, which is different. But forgiving is not enough. We already talked about what forgiveness means. Me. To give something, that is, to free myself from perspective of the facts. Weight that only I carry. I usually do that. You showed me. I am. But nevertheless, you do it only with your mind and not with your soul. The mind is the spiritual manifestation, and in that aspect you are connected to the spirit. However, not so much to the soul. Me. Amnesia. I remember its vibration. My soul didn't always agree with you. I am. Normal. Because if it were the energy that constitutes your being, many things would be too erratic. The soul does not understand planning, it only moves. The spirit traces the waves by which the energy of the soul moves, and sometimes the energy needs to go out through other places, denying the spiritual patterns. Me. And with good reason. I am. From an objective point of view, this looks like a short circuit, and the only solution resulting from this is a fire. Fire that later you will have to put out with the spirit. The soul is the energy, necessary for existence, the manifestation of the idea, but it is usually erratic, chaotic without a system or circuit through which to move. Likewise, if this circuit becomes obsolete, the energy could explode. The soul contains all the experiences which the spirit understands and assimilates. However, the data, the records, are kept in the memory of the soul. In other words, if you fully understand something with your mind and spirit, it does not mean that you have done the right thing. That you understand something does not make you wise in it. Me. I understand what we would call emotional intelligence. I am. Look, let's be specific on this. We are working on the energy of Aries, and at least for you, it is your weak point, since it is what is most difficult for you to work on. Me. Yes, Aries gets on my nerves a bit. I am. And yet, your life has surrounded you with this energy, to see something. Impulsiveness, firmness, knowing how to say no. Me. My family environment has this energy. My mother with Aries rising, my father being Aries with Aries rising, and lately I have had to deal with this same energy. It is an energy that imposes a lot on me. In other words, I feel protected by this energy and at the same time a little intimidated. I am, because it's what you came to learn. It is your north node, your north pole, and you will not be able to reach it without integrating this energy. Me. What specifically? I am. knowing how to do what your mother and father know how to do. Me, what? I am. Saying no and let go. Me, I learned to say this word a lot while being in a relationship with an Aries. It taught me to say no, to set limits, others and him. However, it is true that I do not know how to release correctly. I am, because trying to be on good terms with everyone and to be balanced, you become unbalanced. You lose the internal axis due to the energy that is not manifested, not released. You must understand that one thing is what you think and another thing is what you feel. And you live so much from the thought that you forget to feel. The belief or understanding of things blinds you in the judgment of your emotions, preventing you from satisfying the needs of your soul. Me, how to do it? I am. First of all, you must understand that emotions are energy. Imagine that you are looking at a fire. Your mind will say, okay, a fire is produced by the combustion of certain chemical elements that combined give off heat. Arisen from the accelerated oxygenation of a carbon-based material or other combustible compound that produces a large amount of heat, causing the particles and molecules to decompose so quickly that they emit light and heat. And while your spirit tries to understand the reasons for the fire devours everything without ceasing. It is the soul that thinks, will there be someone in the fire? What will the results be? Something has to be done to turn it off. My God, how horrible. That is, the spirit does not react, the soul does. And if you spend your life watching fire consume your world because you understand what fire is, one day your whole house will burn, and you'll ask yourself why. Me, wow, how explicit. But I understand, yes. Seeing everything from the mind gives logic and consciousness to the things, but if I don't react, the energy itself will consume me. I am. For this reason, the events that happen in your life deserve to be expressed in emotion. We have spoken once about expression, which is the first of the 4 foundations of the universal process. The expression is to get out of the pressure of being oppressed under the force of something, prisoner of a circumstance of gravity. When the mind understands something, it does not make the energy disappear, but rather gives it a coherent channel of manifestation. But if you don't manifest it, it remains oppressed, imprisoned in your being, in your body. It, then, needs to express itself, free itself, go out. It needs you to release it. Release, soltar in Spanish, comes from the Latin solutus, particle of the verb solvere, which means to solve, resolve, or to free. Me, say what is felt, let it go, release it. Sometimes it hurts. That is, many times it is better kept quiet, because saying things can generate worse results than expected. I have always been terrified of saying something that could change the state in which everything is, harm, offend, or that they do not understand me, or that everything breaks. I am. What is your fear of change at this point? Me, I don't know. I am. Saying the things that you feel, that happen inside you, are only painful and counterproductive when you keep quiet about them for a long time and decide to release them altogether as if a dam broke. When the dam releases water little by little, day by day, this energy does not harm, but nourishes, transforms the valley in its path, and unloads the weight it supports. Now think of your throat as a dam for water, which are your emotions, the energy of your being. The words are the ones that shape the energy in the form of vibration to be manifested or released outside. What you say or what you shut up defines your vibrational state. The energy that is stagnant in you can only affect you if you silence it, and it can only affect others if instead of releasing it, you vomit it. Me, how to identify the difference? I am. Well, first of all, The importance of speaking, of knowing how to say yes or no at the correct time, helps none of the subjects involved suffer the consequences of accumulating energy. Saying no preserves your energy, even if it annoys others. This is something you must remember very well. In nature, you must first protect your own being before helping others or putting yourself at the service of others. Saying no is the vibrational manifestation of taking care of your internal parts. Saying yes manifests the will to action, to open yourself up to something new. And knowing when and how to say yes helps creative emotions spread from you to the world. In another order of things, the energy accumulated over time must be released, like opening a door or window in a house where there is a fire. If the fire has been locked up too long, toxic gases will affect the interior of the house terribly, bending the structure. The moment you decide to open the door or window, the oxygen awakens the fire, producing the opposite effect, a super explosion. The solution, then, was worse or at least dangerous. Therefore, it is better that no one is near the house at that time, as the windows could explode and the glass could harm those around it. You understand me? Me. Yes, I understand the simile. The house is my body, the door is my mouth, the fire is the emotions, the smoke is all those unnecessary toxic records. The oxygen is to say or shout everything. It's an explosion. I am. This is what everyone fears, or what everyone tries to hide to appear more spiritual and coherent. Me, what's your advice? I am. That you clean the house, that you dare to open the doors and windows, but recognizing that no one outside is to blame for the fact that you have lit a fire inside. Find a sacred space and throw it all out until you vomit it up. All that smoke you have inside. Me. Scream? I am. And curse. Cursing is not casting a spell on someone, but saying bad things. Me. Like bad words? I am. Yes. The ones you can think of. Those that you consider summarize your emotions. Who says corcholis when hammering a finger? Who says ouch after falling from a second story? Me. Well, I think no one. I once heard a writer say, if it's in the dictionary, it's not a bad word. I am. Language is a tool that allows you to release packets of energy. Dissonant sounds download dissonant information packets by resonance. Me. For this reason, after shouting insults, we usually feel lighter afterwards. I am. Yes, but only if you do it knowing why you do it. Insulting from the unconscious only polarizes you, sending that energy to another, which sooner or later will return to you. From consciousness, you know that this energy is your own, and only you feel it, and therefore you must take responsibility for it. Unite the spirit and the soul here, to release your emotions with awareness and understanding. The creativity that lies within you will not emerge until you release the pressure you feel. The one that has blocked your creative capacity will not leave you until you let it. Me. In order to have the ability to express myself again, I must release the pressure. I am. So, scream, get free, release. And so you will solve. And little by little, you will be able to make the soul understand the logic of the spirit. And at each step, do not be afraid to say yes and no when appropriate. Me. It's true, many of the things that I overcame in my life, that I transcended, I did it from the mind, not from the soul. I blindly closed the windows of the soul, my eyes. That's why they're getting sick. That's why I don't see clearly, and I've had these eye problems lately. It's my smoke, caused by my own fire, which suffocates itself, extinguishing the spark of my being, my creativity. I am. Now you know why you're not being able to paint. Me. Yes. I am. Yeah, damn it. Me. Yes, the formation that and in everything. I am. Well, it's a start. Take a deep breath. Find where these prisoner energies of your being are, and find the space to release. Because doing so is part of resetting your being for a new beginning. Me, I release to be able to be. I am. Free your soul from its energetic sorrow, because releasing is the key to coherence.